What if I told you that I have a strategy that could allow you to make $2,000 a day every single day, and it has a win rate that is so high that I don't even like talking about it? In this video, you're going to learn how to make $2,000 a day with a single trade. I have updated the end of day drip trading rules. The best part about this strategy is the win rate. This win rate is incredible. I have never seen anything this high. I don't even like to say the win rate because I sound scammy when I say it. I'll just let it prove itself in this video when I take the trade live. So I'm going to break down these new rules that you're definitely going to need. And if you haven't watched the first one, that's okay, because you get a complete breakdown. And if you have watched the first one, you're definitely going to want to watch this one too, because I go through some of these nuances and rules that you're definitely going to want to get payouts like that one. I have several people DM me and saying that they finally got payouts after several years of struggling to get a payout. And now they're getting consistent payouts with only trading this. That's it. They're not trading anything else. And I also have had 4 people hit me up and say they're making life-changing money, tens of thousands of dollars. It is simplified. I have made it a rule-based strategy, if-then statements. You know exactly when you're supposed to take it and when you're not. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. For example, today we had a huge trade here. Total risk of about 5 points, and then I exited at about 30 points. So huge win there. 4 contracts, that was $2,520. And just to prove it to you guys, later in the video, you're going to see me take this trade step by step. You're going to be able to watch me put the trade on, my logic behind why I put it on, because I believe I cannot teach you in a dead market, and it's not fair for me to even try to teach you in a dead market. I'm not a back tester, I'm a trader, and therefore I'm going to teach you while I'm actually trading. All right, so I've been getting a lot of comments on Twitter, on YouTube, the original end of day drip video, and some people questioning it, which I understand. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, you're really missing out. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't go ahead and just do that. Maybe you don't use Twitter. I'm not really sure what the reasoning behind it is, but if you follow me on Twitter, you wouldn't know we changed the rules like pretty much a week after I released that video. I changed the rules because I was taking a few losses. We took 2 losses in 1 week. Do what I do best. I went ahead into price, and I started really breaking down like why did it take a loss, because it was like perfect, right? And then I started comparing it with the other assets, like maybe it works better with a different one. And then boom, boom, boom. I looked at ES, and those 2 losses that occurred were when ES did an opposite end of day drift, or it just didn't do one at all. So the new rule set is a 2-minute chart. Use the 4 p.m. candle, not the 4:02 candle. So 4 p.m. candle right there. Put your mouse over it, should say 4 p.m. And then you must wait for a close. So now it's different rules, right? Like, it's pretty different rules. So wait for a close above the 4 o'clock candle, which happens right there. And then boom, price goes up. I went ahead and bought there. It dipped back down. I bought some more, scaled out right here. I think I got, yeah, so I bought more, sold 1 there, just to mitigate my risk because I had too many contracts on. And then I had 5 contracts on, and I sold 4 right there at the high, right there. So let's go ahead and measure this. And this has been like a normal occurrence lately. I think they're usually 20 to 30 points. If you do the math on that. So there's 4 contracts at 32 points. So each point is worth $20 with 4 contracts times 4 equals 80 times 32 equals $2,560. Boom. Easy money, guys. Rule-based strategy. Boom. All right, so now I'm going to play the part of the video where I'm actually taking the trade, and then we'll go through it one more time. All right, what's up, guys? I just wanted to go through the rules that I've changed on the end of day drift to make it a little bit better. I know some of you guys might not follow me on Twitter, so you're probably not aware of the rule changes, and they're actually really, really important changes to the rules here. So the first rule that I changed is that we're going to be doing it on the 2-minute chart, and instead of the 401 or 402 candle, we're going to use the 4 p.m. candle on a 2-minute chart. So we're going to mark out the high and the low, and then The most important rule is that ES must do the end of day drift with NQ. Any loss that I've ever had is due to ES doing something different than NQ. All right, so as long as this closes above the line there, this is the age of session turn. I went ahead and front ran it a little bit. It's usually what I do. Once I see ES start going with it, I go ahead and enter. But the rule set for 100% win rate is you must wait for ES to enter. That's just what the rules is. So, yeah. All right. It has been activated. Now let's go back to Apex here. See if we can't long the fuck out of this and pass this eval. All right, so end of day drift has been activated. I went long 4 contracts. A good standard target for this is 20 points. So if we had the break of it there, we should be looking for price to come up to around there. That's a good standard target is 20 points. But you can make a lot of money at 20 points, right? Especially like 8 contracts. A lot of fucking money, guys. I mean, with a 100% win rate, you're not sitting here tripping the whole time or anything. Let's go 8 times 20. 1600 times 20. No, 8 times 20. 160 times 20 equals $3,200. Perfect. So I actually don't even need that many on. I'm going to take 2 of these off here in a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and pause it. And then once it reaches the profit target, I'll go ahead and unpause the recording. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys like a understanding of the new rules because some of you guys don't follow me on Twitter for whatever reason. So, yeah, definitely start following me on Twitter so you don't miss out on rule changes and new updates to strategies and new ways of trading price action profitably. All right, what's up, guys? End of day drift on fleek. This is like the 3rd one this week like this, guys. Watch this. I had 8 contracts with this other one. Oh, man. You guys can hate all you want, but you can't talk shit about my trading. Damn, boy. All right, yeah, so look at this, guys. You guys can say what you want, but end of day drift, 100% win rate. What up? That's it. Yeah, I'm done. So let's go over real quick one more time so you guys understand what the new rule set is. I don't want there no confusion. I don't want nobody in the comments being like, I back tested it and it didn't do this and that. First off, you're back testing. You're not forward testing. Forward testing and get back to me. Back testing is whack because the way you look at price and the way you judge price is much different in the moment than it is after the moment. Wouldn't you agree? Then how can you test something and get a reliable win rate based off of something you can't even understand, right? Like you can't back test it. Anyways, I don't think back testing works very well. I think that people have their biases. Like if you go into testing it thinking that this strategy sucks, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, of course your backtesting is going to show that because you're picking and choosing which ones work and which ones don't. Aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah. How about you trade it with risk and get back to me, and then you'll see that it's 100% win rate. Okay, so there's the 4 p.m. close. We're going to mark it off on a 2-minute chart. It's that candle at 4 p.m. On a 2-minute chart, it should say 4 p.m. on it. And then we're going to mark off the low of it. And then you're waiting for a close above or below it and a close with ES above or below it. So you can see here it starts out with ES dipping below it. And then it doesn't close below it. Price comes up. You finally get the close right there at 4:10 p.m. 4:10 p.m. You enter long. You put your stop. I put my stop right below that doji. You could have put your stop there too. Your risk management, your rules. That's your business, not mine. I don't try to dictate what you guys do with your stop losses. People ask me all the time. I'm like, I don't know. How big is your account? What's your risk size? What kind of personality do you have? So I can't do all that. So you just have to use solid risk management skills. And then I normally target around 20 points, somewhere around there. And then let 1 minute, one time framing on the 1 minute chart kind of helped me decide when to get out. But I had passed the evals that I was trading this with on. So that's why I went ahead and exited. And there it is. So let's see what's up here. How many points was this? 31 points. That's a 5-hour trade, somewhere around there every day, 100% win rate. Alright, what's up guys? I am editing this video right now. So the next section of the video is going to be the live trading section. So it starts off at the end of the day. I think there's like 15 minutes left to the end of the day, something like that. You'll see me trade and I'm walking you through what I'm thinking, and then we get into the end of day drip section of the actual trade. Definitely worth checking out at all because I'm going through and telling you what I think price is doing and how it's working. It's definitely one of those sections that the people that really want this are going to watch, and then the ones that are just like are probably going to fast forward it. So the ones that watch the full video are going to level up at least 10 levels ahead of the people that don't, because the ones that don't are just not, they don't want this. They're not willing to do what the 10% that make it are. So the 90% that fail in trading just aren't willing to do what the 10% are. That's what comes down to it. Are you willing to struggle through it? Are you willing to watch the full video? Are you willing to spend enough time in the charts until you understand price at a deep enough level that you become profitable? These are questions you're gonna have to ask yourself. Are you willing to do it? I can't answer that for you. If you're not watching the full video, I would say you're probably not. Enjoy this next part. I think it's really going to help you guys. No stop, because I know that's what's going to happen. No, I'm just playing. I don't trade without stops. It's being a little cocky. They're playing around. All right. So watch this. Price is going to reverse here. It's then going to come back to here. It is then going to come back to here. It is then going to come to here, and then it is going to dump. Now, I am a magician. I do predict the future quite often. It's just, I have this ability to predict future events, you know. Some people call it us being a psychic. Some people call it, you know, it's called a lot of things, but it's not my understanding of price. That's for damn sure. I couldn't be able to predict what price would do on such a high level, right? All right, so price is doing the damn thing. So now we're at the end of the day here. I'm assuming that they're just gonna flush the fuck out of this, and then I get to pass these motherfucking evals. What? All right, there's that. Apex is passed just about. All right, so price is going to bounce at the 50% of this consolidation here, right there. So I need to be aware of that and not let it come back against me on this position. But it gets it passed before then. All right, one more little push here, and there's 50%. All right, I gotta go ahead and get out of these. Yeah, that satisfied it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go short here. Now price is likely to go 50% and then down to here. And then once this account's finished, I'll go ahead and go into my take profit account and rack that up real quick. Yeah, I don't like how it didn't reach up there. It might be doing that right now, honestly. So there's your 50% touch. All right, and stop's just gonna go right above there. That's what I meant when it will go 50%. That's what I meant. Boom, beautiful, right? Like I said, I'm a magician. I have those, you know, those kind of like skills that I can just predict, you know, what's gonna happen in the future. It took a long time to develop, you know. Yeah. So now it's gonna go to that yellow now. Let's measure this though. Maybe I'm not measuring it right. Thinking of it right. Oh, yeah. See, I wasn't measuring it right. But that yellow line up there is weird. Usually it doesn't leave that gap there. It could be in a hurry due to, yeah, it's just in a hurry. Due to it being the end of the day and this gap being open down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my profit account because I need to get this shit rocking on it and I don't want to miss all the move. So now I'm shorting that account. So I'm telling you guys, I have cracked the code. Like there's nothing left for me to do other than slang it like a fucking, slang this market like a, you know, there's nothing left for me to do other than make a bunch of money. Which I'm not sure I can do that and teach at the same time. So I've stopped one-on-one mentoring, and then I valued about an hour, 3 hours of my time at about $3,000 because I can make about $1,000 an hour trading. So yeah, so one-on-one mentoring is now $3,000 for 3 sessions for new students. There we go, that eval's passed. Now let's bust this one out. Let's get this one passed. Right now it needs to go up to 50% of this area here. Should be right there, and then I'll go ahead and exit it once it hits it. Like, how would I be able to do this, guys, if I didn't know what price is gonna do? I'm not a magician, guys. Like, I know I said I was in the beginning, but I'm just joking. Like, I just have a crack the code of the algorithm. I know what it's gonna do. So now it's going to the yellow line. And then once that yellow line is hit, I'll go ahead and go short. All right, there it is, guys. Like, what is up? Boom. No one else can do this. I was going through and editing the video and I was like, damn, it takes me a long time to just give you guys the rules for it. So instead of making you watch like 20 minutes of me going through the rules and just going on rants and whatnot, I'm just going to break it down in the charts in Canva here for you real quick. Say that this candle right here is the 4 p.m. candle on a 2-minute chart. That's rule 1. It needs to be on a 2-minute chart. Then going to draw a line on the bottom of it. On the top of it, once it closes, you gotta be fast with it sometimes because you're going to be doing it while it's closing, because that is the 4 p.m. candle right there. And this will be your trigger bar. So what I mean by trigger bar, just a bar that you're going to take the high and low of, and then based on how price reacts with inside that, outside of that bar, if it closes above it, that's the trigger. If it closes below it, that means you go short, above, long, short, below. You have to wait for it close. That's what I mean by trigger. And then let's go ahead and go over the rules here. So it must be on a 2-minute chart. After backtesting, I found that it's just the best time frame to do it on. It's the one that produces the incredible win rate. And then this is very important. It used to say you must see a break of the 4 p.m. close, but after backtesting, I found that if you wait for the close of the candle above or below the trigger bar, that's that incredible win rate. All right. And this is probably the most important one. You can get away with front running it. You could probably get away with doing it on a 2-minute chart, but you must see the S&P 500 ES do the same end of day drift as NASDAQ. That means if NASDAQ breaks the trigger bar to the high like this, then you must see ES do this too. If it breaks to the downside, you must see ES break to the downside with it. I will not go long unless I see ES do it too. Then you're like, oh shit, well I don't get a trade then. No, check it. If ES does the opposite, fade NQ. So let's say ES breaks the top and NQ breaks the bottom and goes back inside of the trigger area. Go ahead and fade NQ, just go long, because NQ is the follower. It's not the leader anymore. NQ used to be the leader, but now it just follows ES around. The last and final rule is no later than 4:15, preferably within the first 10 minutes you want to see it. But I don't take them after the first 15. Very rarely. Maybe sometimes I'll watch it, and if it does a break really cleanly with ES at the same exact time, then I will. But other than that, I do not. Now you guys can go ahead and get back into the rest of the video. I'm going to fast forward right to where I'm entering the trade, cut it, and then right when it takes off, so you don't have to listen to all of it. All right, and then the most important rule is that ES must do the end of day drift with NQ. Any loss that I've ever had is due to ES doing something different than NQ. All right, so as long as this closes above the line there, this is the age of session turn. I went ahead and front ran it a little bit. It's usually what I do. Once I see ES start going with it, I go ahead and enter. But the rule set for 100% win rate is you must wait for ES to enter. That's just what the rules is. So, all right. It has been activated. Now let's go back to Apex here. See if we can't long the fuck out of this and pass this eval. Right, so end of day drift has been activated. I went long 4 contracts. A good standard target for this is 20 points. So if we had the break of it there, we should be looking for price to come up to around there. That's a good standard target, is 20 points. But you can make a lot of money at 20 points, right? Especially 8 contracts. A lot of fucking money, guys. With a 100% win rate, you're not sitting here tripping the whole time or anything. Let's go 8 times 20. 1600 times 20. No, 8 times 20. 160 times 20 equals $3,200. Perfect. I actually don't even need that many on. I'm going to take 2 of these off here in a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and pause it. And then once it reaches the profit target, I'll go ahead and unpause the recording. So I just wanted to give you guys a understanding the new rules, because some of you guys don't follow me on Twitter for whatever reason. So definitely start following me on Twitter so you don't miss out on rule changes and new updates to strategies and new ways of trading price action profitably. All right, what's up, guys? End of day drift on fleek. This is like third one this week, guys. Watch this. I had 8 contracts with this other one. Oh man, you guys can hate all you want, but you can't talk shit about my trading. Damn boy. All right, so look at this, guys. You guys can say what you want, but In a day dripped, 100% win rate. What up? That's it. I'm done. So let's go over real quick one more time so you guys understand what the new rule set is. I don't want there no confusion. I don't want nobody in the comments being like, I back tested it and it didn't do this and that. First off, you're back testing. You're not forward testing. Forward testing and get back to me. Back testing is whack because the way you look at price and the way you judge price is much different in the moment than it is after the moment. Wouldn't you agree? Then how can you test something and get a reliable win rate based off of something you can't even understand, right? You can't back test it. Anyways, I don't think back testing works very well. I think that people have their biases. If you go into testing it thinking that this strategy sucks and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, of course your back testing is going to show that because you're picking and choosing which ones work and which ones don't. Aren't you? Yeah, you are. How about you trade it with risk and get back to me, and then you'll see that it's 100% win rate. So there's the 4 p.m. close. We're going to mark it off on a 2-minute chart. It's that candle at 4 p.m. On a 2-minute chart, it should say 4 p.m. on it. And then we're going to mark off the low of it, and then you're waiting for a close above or below it and a close with ES above or below it. So you can see here it starts out with ES dipping below it, and then it doesn't close below it. Price comes up. You finally get the close right there at 4:10 p.m. 4:10 p.m. You enter long. You put your stop. I put my stop right below that doji. You could have put your stop there too. Risk management, your rules. That's your business, not mine. I don't try to dictate what you guys do with your stop losses. People ask me all the time. I'm like, I don't know. How big is your account? What's your risk size? What kind of personality do you have? So I can't do all that. So you just have to use solid risk management skills. And I normally target around 20 points around there. And then let 1 minute, one time framing on the 1 minute chart help me decide when to get out. But I passed the evals that I was trading this with on. So that's why I went ahead and exited. And there it is. So let's see what's up here. How many points was this? 31 points. That's a 5-hour trade, somewhere around there every day, 100% win rate. The 2 losses that we have had was before I implemented the ES rule, and since then there hasn't been one. And then there's one, Avita's earnings, which I didn't take that, and no one should have been either. That's a high impact use event. You shouldn't be trading and setup, but that one was a loss if you had your stop loss in. It was a huge win if you didn't have a stop loss in. It would just would have went down and then right back up. But so that's it, guys. Hopefully this changes your lives. And if you're interested in funding, make sure you check out my website, verifiedfundingcompanies.com. I have the best discounts in the trader funding game. Once you're on the homepage here, you click right there, and then it will take you to my discount page where I update it every day. There's a new discount. Woolnox 91% off, $14 a 50K valuation. Talk about leverage and opportunity, such high leverage. Apex Trader Funding, 71% off. And all these companies, I 100% guarantee that they pay you out. So let's say one of them wouldn't pay you out, I would then pay you out. As long as you follow their rules, I would pay you out. And because I trust them, I met with all the owners. I've talked to them in depth about this, and I trust them, so I'm guaranteeing they pay out. So if you're worried about that, that is something you can definitely check out. And then I do live streaming every fucking day, which I'm going to be slowing that down by a lot here in the next couple weeks. It will be 1 to 2 live streams a week, maybe 3, but not one a day anymore. I'm done with that. I'm getting burnt out on it. I'm getting sick of it. Honestly, I do enjoy it, but I'm also getting kind of sick of it. So it's not something I want to do every day for the rest of my fucking life. I've cracked the code on the market, so there's no real reason for me to, continue doing that. But every day you guys see this live trading analysis. So if you want to sign up for that, you simply go to my channel, and then right here it will say join. You push join, and then sign up for it, and then you get access to my live streams and all that. And also, I'm starting a Discord, and it will get you grandfathered in at this current price, which is only $4 a month, into my Discord, which that's a really good opportunity, because other than that, it'll be like $100 a month to get into there. Alrighty, guys, I will catch you in the charts, making that money.